Alright, my turn. Sweet. Alright, play that. Lacid Prowler right there. In Biggin. Alright. Kheru Goldkeeper as well. And Revenant to give him lifelink. Alright, let's stack for 6. And we connect. Awesome. Alright, give me some cards. That and that. Perfect. That's blockers. That's exactly what we need. And we're back at 13 health. Things are looking good. Things are looking real good. Thank you, Kotis. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Sultai. So far we have played Mardu, we have played Temur. Today we're playing Sultai to see what the Renew mechanic can do for us. So what we got here is we got a pretty basic plan. The plan is to play creatures with Renew and pair them with other creatures that can help us finish the game, meaning cards like Qarsi Revenant, creatures like Champion of Dusan, Lotuslight Prowler, Scavenger Regent, and most importantly, Kotis the Fangkeeper. Kotis is a really menacing creature that really makes your opponent concede before you ever get to swing with it, because people really don't like it when you play their cards against them. And that's exactly what this deck does. So here is your game plan. The game plan is to start the game with a little bit of removal. Got some good interaction in the form of Nowhere to Run, Tear Asunder. You have 4 copies of Awaken the Honored Dead. You have a little bit of board wipe with Scavenger Regent, and a little bit of interaction with Fangkeeper's Familiar. Aside from that, you have a lot of self-mill, filling the graveyard with things. So you have self-mill in the form of Lotuslight Prowler, in Awaken the Honored Dead, and in Lotuslight Dancers. So you got plenty of ways to get your Renew creatures into the graveyard so that you can then use the Renew ability to make your creatures that are on the table stronger. So here's what we're going to do. Kotis the Fangkeeper. It's a 2/1 indestructible. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana costs. So how are we going to make Kotis stronger? Kheru Goldkeeper has a Renew ability of 2 black, green, and blue. Exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counters and a flying counter on target creature. Activate as a sorcery. Okay, awesome. That makes Kotis bigger and gives him evasion in the form of flying. You also have Champion of Dusan. Renew ability of 1 and a green. Exile this card, put a +1/+1 counter and a trample counter on target creature. So, make Kotis bigger, give him trample. Trample is a form of evasion as well. And also, you have this guy right here, Lotuslight Prowler. This card's really good. When you play Lotuslight Prowler, you mill the top of your deck equal to the number of lands you control. So if you have like 5 lands when you play Lotuslight Prowler, you mill 5 cards, hopefully getting lands into the graveyard. Renew, 1 and a green, exile this card from your graveyard, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature, where X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. Activate as a sorcery. So if you've got like 8 or so lands in your graveyard, suddenly Kotis is really big. Suddenly, if Kotis can connect with the opponent, you're going to be casting every card that you can off of the top of the opponent's library. And it's really, really funny. I love this card so much. It's so much fun to play. So those are your options. Oh, also we have Qarsi Revenant. Qarsi Revenant is a great card on its own, but paired in a deck like this that wants to get a really big Kotis, it's really good because you can use its Renew ability to give a flying, death touch, and lifelink counter to your Kotis. It's really, really strong. So that, a few other cards to look at is you have Back for Seconds. This is a card that you can bargain with Nowhere to Run or Awaken the Honored Dead to get 2 creatures back from your graveyard. One goes to your hand, the other one goes into play. So you can get back Kotis into play. You can get back Fangkeeper's Familiar into play. You can get Kheru Goldkeeper, Lotuslight Prowler. Or you can if you have a Scavenger Regent in your graveyard, you can choose to put that into your hand so you can use the Omen to clear the opponent's board. It's a really, really solid deck. I've been having a lot of fun with this over the last couple days, and the name of the game with this deck is versatility. You have so many ways to mess up your opponent's game plan with this deck. You have Tear Asunder, which exiles an artifact or enchantment, or if you pay the kicker, any permanent. Nowhere to run. Gets around Pexy, hexproof, and ward costs. You have Awaken the Undead, destroy any permanent. And also, on stage 3, you can discard a card to get back a creature or a land card from your graveyard to your hand. So you have that. You also have Back for Seconds, multiple ways to get cards back from your graveyard, because you're going to be filling your graveyard with a bunch of creatures and lands, so having ways to get those back to your hand is pretty good. Rakshas's Bargain is pretty cool in this deck. This acts as a stock up, but it puts cards into your graveyard that you don't choose. So you choose your 2 favorite cards to go into your hand, and the rest go into your graveyard. As opposed to stock up. Stock up just puts those unwanted cards on the bottom of your library. So Rakshas's Bargain is just a little bit better in this deck. Aside from that, you have Fangkeeper's Familiar. This card's really awesome because it has 3 options, and it has flash. So you can choose to counter a creature spell, destroy an enchantment, or gain 3 life and surveil for 3. So all 3 options are very relevant at different stages of the game. So that's why I wanted a couple of those in here. And Lotuslight Dancers, 3/6 for 5 mana, lifelink. When this creature enters, search your library for a black card, a green card, and a blue card. Put those cards into your graveyard, then shuffle. So choose your 3 most relevant renew creatures. Most likely is going to be Lancet Prowler, Qarsi Revenant, and either Kheru Goldkeeper or Champion of Dusan. Put them right into your graveyard from your deck. And it's also a 3/6 with lifelink, so it's a pretty solid creature for this deck, and a decent top end. But yeah, that is the deck. The whole game plan is get a big nasty Kotis and start playing your opponent's deck for them. However, in most games, your opponent's not going to let you get that far. Either they're going to find a way to get rid of Kotis, or they're going to concede before you can connect with it. It's pretty nasty. So there it is, that's the deck. Let's go play some games. Okay, we get to go first. We have all of our colors. We have a Kotis, a Node to Run, and a Revenant. Looks decent, I'll keep it. We'll open with the Underground Mortuary. Rakshas's Bargain, that can stay right there. Alright, they play a Swamp. Do they have a discard card? They do. Exiles a card from their hand if the spell is cast from graveyard, draw a card. Okay. And drop the Swamp. I have plenty of lands. Alright, let's play the Willowrush Verge. It's probably a full-on discard deck. Yep, sure is. Alright, comes in. Kill it. You get to see what's coming, though. My turn. Play Qarsi Revenant. Alright, Swamp comes in. Kill the Revenant. Or target opponent reveals a hand, you choose a artifact or creature card from it. Exile the card. Okay. What was the card? Kotis? Alright. Oh, that's a good way to get rid of Kotis. Alright, that's gone too. Alright, play the Hedge Maze. That can stay right there. End turn. Alright, show me what you got, champ. Hopeless Nightmare? Sure. I'll discard the Swamp. Oh, sacrificing the enchantment. He's gonna scry too. Gonna try and find more discard. Discard's not that much of an issue. It's the exile that's an issue. Alright, end of turn. Use this. Give me the Hedge Maze and the Prowler. Alright, my turn. Hedge Maze comes in, Surveil. I can stay right there. Prowler. We're gonna mill 5. Take action. Alright, 5 mana. 2 cards in hand. I have 1 card in my hand. You can get rid of it. Alright, Kotis. We're about to get stupid now. Back for 5. Punch him. Nice. Yeah, you have run through all of your options for making me discard cards. I have nothing in my hand. You literally just paid 5 mana to draw a card. Alright. Let's go ahead and do some. Give it a +1. I'm literally just doing this to give it a +1 counter. Alright, let's attack. Punch, punch. They go to 7. I get to look at 3 cards. Okay, well, let's play Deep Cavern Bat. And then we'll play Hopeless Nightmare. And they will play Push the Concede button. They don't take too kindly to us making them discard their own cards. Alright, so we got Opulent Palace, Island, and Restless Cottage. So that gives us access to all 3 of our colors. That's fantastic. We have Awaken the Honored Dead, Fangkeeper's Familiar, Kotis, and Back for Seconds. We'll keep it. I gotta say, I'm really liking Awaken the Honored Dead. That is a really good saga. I'll keep 7. Did they keep 7? Looks like they're thinking about mulliganing. Okay, no, they just play Swamp. Alright, let's go with the Opulent Palace. Get all of our manas. What you gonna do? Swamp, swamp, okay. So is this mono black? Reassembling Skeleton. This is 2 skeleton games in a row. Wonder what's going on here. Alright, let's go Restless Cottage. So I'm gonna sacrifice deck maybe? I mean it is a cool card, but I kinda wanna see what they plan on doing with it. Yep, 1 damage. Come on in. Alright, let's play an island. And we'll pass a turn. Keep that nowhere to run mana open. End turn. He was holding up priority for something. Gurgling Anointer. When you draw your 2nd card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, return another target creature card with mana value less than or equal to its power from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, cool. So that's a perfect target for nowhere to run. Yeah, we'll take that 1. Pass, pass. 1 damage. Alright, end of turn. Hit that Gurgler. Alright, our turn. Let's play the Willowrush. And I'm gonna wait. End turn. Because we've got enough mana for Fangkeeper's Familiar. I kind of want to see what they try to play. If they try to play another creature, we'll flash it in as a counter spell. If they don't, then we'll just use it for life gain and Surveil. Pass. Pass. Not going to play it as a blocker, because I think they might try to play a counter spell. Okay, they didn't. So, if that's the case, we were going to play Fangkeeper's Familiar. We're going to gain 3 life and Surveil 3. Totally fine with that. Alright, let's see here. Let's put Kotis in the graveyard. And let's go ahead. We're going to keep 1 of those. Put the others in the graveyard. Okay, let's go ahead and play Hedge Maze. Ooh, Qarsi Revenant. Let's put that in the graveyard. Okay, now let's go ahead and play back for seconds. Bargain it. We're going to get Kotis and the Qarsi Revenant. Sacrifice that. Put Kotis into play. See if they have the right removal for Kotis. Alright, swamp. If they have a sacrifice or a -1/-1, they can kill it. Okay, they got it. Kheru. That's fine, I can always get it back. Alright, take that damage. So let's go ahead and go swamp and go Kotis. Let's make him do it again. And Awaken the Honored Dead can get it back for us too. Yep, I'll block. It's indestructible. Alright. Now what are you gonna do? Put it back on the table. Tap though. Oh, perfect. So let's go ahead and go Forest. Let's go Lacid Prowler. Lacid Prowler will come in and mill cards equal to the number of lands we have. Okay. Prowler's here. Okay, he's gonna kill it. Probably shouldn't have done that, because now he's gonna get real big. Alright, mill 7 cards. Alright. Prowler on Kotis. Attack for 6. And take 6 cards from you. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the Vampire Nighthawk. We're going to play Corrupt, targeting you. We're going to play Braids. And we're going to play Go for the Throat, targeting that. Thanks for the cards. Big breach. I will sacrifice your Vampire Nighthawk. Draw a card. Thanks for the braids. Oh, it is soul time. Now you really need to find a way to deal with that Kotis. Because I'm about to swing in again. Yeah, that Corrupt was a little wasted. Oh, he's gonna destroy braids. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Get reassembling sail and back. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go here. And let's go next. Attack. Take 6 more of your things. I'm honestly surprised he hasn't conceded yet. Ooh, yikes, hell yeah. Play your reassembling skeleton. Get a Tangled Colony. Play a Gurgling Anointer. And Annihilating Glare. We're gonna... We're gonna have to pay 4 to do it, actually. Auto pay it. Because we don't have the creature in play just yet. Maybe if I chose those cards in a different order, it would have given me the creatures to sacrifice to Annihilating Glare. I might have to play with that a little bit. Are you just gonna sit there and rope me out because I'm playing all your cards? Yeah, looks like our friend is roping now. I understand. I mean, it doesn't feel good to have like your deck played out for you. You know, if you get Kotis big enough, he could probably mill out someone. Yeah, they're just ripping out. This sucks. It's what it is though. Yep, using all their timeouts. I'm willing to bet they're probably playing on mobile and said, you know what? To heck with this, I'm out. I got other things to do right now. Alright, running down that timer. Yep. Give me your stuff. Alright, then I'm going to play the Qarsi Revenant. It kind of sucks that they haven't given me anything to destroy with my Awaken the Honored Deads. Usually I have like a ton of targets for it. Yeah, looks like they're gone. Yep, there goes the rope again. Rope them out. Rope them out. You know what I could do right now is I could just like go hit the concede button to end this game faster and award them a win that they'll never know happened. Because they just straight up rage quit. Yep. Later. I just want to pop in real quick and say a very special thank you to a person I've been collaborating with lately, who goes by the name of Night Sky on Discord. He's been pretty instrumental in the construction of this deck. When I mentioned that I wanted to build a Sultai deck next, he provided me with a pretty solid base to build upon. So I just want to say a very special thank you to you, Night Sky, for helping in the construction of this deck and of this video. So I would like to also say that if anyone else out there happens to have any ideas for future decks to put onto the channel, by all means, let me know. Drop a comment, and I'll be more than happy to take a look at them and see what we can do about putting a deck together. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you very much for the input on this deck. So let's get back to the games. Okay. Okay, so we have an Underground Mortuary in a swamp, 2 Kherus, a Lotuslight Dancers, Nowhere to Run, Acid Prowler. Let's try it. See where it goes. Alright, one opens with a swamp and a Forsaken Miner. Alright, we want to play the Underground Mortuary, Surveil 1. It's a land, we're going to keep it. Alright, now the swamp for Tiny Bones, huh? Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's go with the Undercity Sewers, Surveil again. It's a land, we're going to keep it. Early game, we need all the lands we can get. Yep, we're going to take some damage here. Ow, ow! I do nothing with that, though. That's fine. Let's go here. And we're just going to hold mana open in case they play something stupid with this next turn. Like, probably... they'll play something like a, an unstoppable slasher, I'm assuming. Pass. Pass. Alright, still not doing anything. So, what we can do is we can Nowhere to Run right now, get rid of the Forsaken Miner, and play a Kheru on our turn. But if we play Kheru while they have a Tiny Bones on the table, they'll be incentivized to kill Kheru just to try and steal it. So we'll take our turn. Alright, let's go here. Let's just do this. We're going to Exude Toxins for 2. I like that little, like, emission that comes off of the card right there. That's pretty cool. Ooh, they didn't do anything. That's good news for us. Alright, so let's go here. We're going to go with the Acid Prowler. Acid Prowler, we don't care if they kill, honestly. We will mill. Take action. Mill 5 cards. Sweet. There's a Qarsi Revenant down there. Yeah, go ahead and kill it. You're playing mono black. Ow. Okay. Forsaken Miner. Cool. Go to 10. It's like they have nothing else to do other than killing our creatures. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and Nowhere to Run them. And that'll allow us to keep mana open for Rakshas's Bargain. Alright, they take their turn. Play a land. They're at 6 mana now. Do they do anything? They do not. Which means we are free to Rakshasa. Alright. Give me Back for Seconds and Awaken the Honored Dead in my hand. That's perfect. Okay. So what we'll do here is we need to start playing cards. So we're going to play the Lotuslight Dancers. Dancers come in. We bring cards from our library into our graveyard. They'll kill the Lotuslight Dancers, which is fine. It's no big deal. Yeah, we do have a Scavenger in the graveyard. Okay, what are they doing? Bitter Triumph? Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's put a Lasted Prowler in the graveyard. A Qarsi Revenant. What else? Oh gosh. We'll put a Fangkeeper's Familiar down there too. Just to give us more options. Okay. Attack me for 2. It's a very boring game on their side. Alright, let's go and play this land. I'm going to play Kotis and see if they can deal with it. And I'm going to wait until I can actually attack next turn. Do they have a way to deal with Kotis? Because he can't be destroyed. So if he's only playing destruction removal, then we're solid. But if he plays sacrifice or -1/-1, then that's not good for us. Ooh. That's going to be an oops. That's going to be a big oops. He did not see that coming. Oh boy. Yeah, you got to play non-destruction removal against Kotis. Okay, we get to go first. We have Opulent Palace, Wastewood Verge, and Hedge Maze. 2 Awaken the Honored Dead, Rakshas's Bargain, and a Kheru. I'll keep it. Alright, let's open with the Hedge Maze. Spell 1, keep that land. Alright, they play a swamp. I will play the Opulent Palace. They play another swamp. Into a Collector's Vault. Okay, this might be a Reanimator deck, so let's be careful. Okay. Let's go ahead and Time Walk them. Okay, they play a Volatile Fault. Mill 3 cards. Boom, boom, boom. Very good. Alright, let's go Swamp. Let's go Kheru. And now kill the Kheru. Saw that a mile away. Okay, play another land. Cool. Discard a card. I will discard Dusan. And get back the Lasted Prowler. Alright. Play the Prowler. It's going to mill 4 cards for us. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, we're going to run you out of removal eventually. Take action. There we go. Okay, they play a swamp. Pass the turn. Okay, I'm going to play Rakshas's Bargain. Give myself some lands. Give me that, and give me... Actually, no. Give me the Underground Mortuary and the Qarsi Revenant. Okay, still doing nothing. Perfect. Play Champion. Next. Yep. It's gone. End turn. Pass. Alright, turn. Okay, let's play Rakshas's Bargain. Okay, give me the Lotuslight Dancers and the Forest. The other 2 can go to the graveyard. Alright, play... No. Stop shifting around. Alright, let's play that. Now let's play Qarsi Revenant. Right, remove it. There you go. It's out of there. How many removal spells? 1, 2, 3, 4 so far? Yeah. Okay, plays a swamp. Hey, there's a land. Give me that land. And Lotuslight Dancers. Go get some more cards from our library. Let's do Scavenger Regent, Lasted Prowler, Fangkeeper's Familiar. And the turn. And the turn. He probably realized that he wasn't going to win that one, and that he was just postponing the inevitable. Okay, so we get to go first. We have 3 lands. We're missing blue, unfortunately. I think it's okay. We can try to keep it. Alright, let's go with Swamp. Make them think we're on black. Okay, they play a Windscarred Crag and gain 1 life. Let's play the Wastewood Verge. I want to have access to nowhere to run in case they try to run at me this turn. We can always play the Restless Cottage later. Clockwork Percussionist. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. Land. Alright, pass. 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 Alright, they can hit me for 1. Fanatical Firebrand. Okay. Get rid of the Percussionist. Alright, let's play the Restless Cottage. Really nothing else we can do this turn. And if we're going to play Rakshasa's Bargain for the alternate cost, we have to wait until turn 4 to do it. Another Fanatical Firebrand. His inners, choose target creature you don't control. Okay, they beat up my guy if they can. Alright. Let's play the Prowler. Take action. Mill some cards. There's a Qarsi Revenant. That could be useful. I really like the Lasted Prowler. It's a pretty good card. Ooh, Arabella. And Case. Gonna deal some damage. Alright. Okay, you're just gonna sacrifice and kill it. That's cool. I'm totally fine with that. That was a lot of effort to get rid of that card. Alright, let's play Underground Mortuary. No to run? Yeah, that can stay right there. Let's see. I guess we'll just end the turn after that. Go for it. We'll use Rakshasa's Bargain on their turn. Split Scandal. When it enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power of 2 or less. Oh, okay. Yeah, draw a card. Pass. It's gonna deal 2 damage to me, and then 1. So 3 total. Yeah. Alright, and a turn. Rakshasa. Okay, give me the Nowhere to Run and the Scavengers. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna do Nowhere to Run right now. And there's really not much else I can do. I'm kind of stuck at the moment until I can get my blue mana. Another Arabella, huh? Okay. Ow. There we go. That works. 1, 2, 3. Another mountain. Crusader of Odric. What is that? Oh, okay. Just gets bigger for every card you have, every creature you have. Yeah, we finally got our blue. Good. Now put that down there. Can't really do anything else. So we're just gonna pass the turn, and if they try to attack us, we can animate a Restless Cottage. Imidane's Recruiter. Create 2 knights. Okay. So 3/3 now. You want to come at me? All right. Animate. Why'd I push that button? Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. All right, whatever. All right. We're gonna awaken the dead. Kill that. I can't believe I animated a creature and then chose not to block with it. I'm so dumb. End turn. Yep, rightful parent. Resolve. Pass. Alright, animate. Now block with it this time. Thank you. Go to 7. 3 cards. Alright, that works. Let's see here. For 2. Get him out of there. And then we'll play the Kheru Goldkeeper. God, I can't believe that was so dumb. Alright, play the Recruiter. Hey, there's an extra blue. Perfect. Discard a card. No. No, I won't. I like what I have in my hand. We'll just wait until next turn. Alright, Mountain. Can you remove Kotis? It doesn't look like he can. Alright, my turn. Sweet. Alright, play that. Lasted Prowler right there. In Biggin. Alright. Kheru Goldkeeper as well. And Revenant to give him lifelink. Alright, let's attack for 6. And we connect. Awesome. Alright, give me some cards. That and that. Perfect. That's blockers. That's exactly what we need. And we're back at 13 health. Things are looking good. Things are looking real good. Thank you, Kotis. Okay, and we are back with our post-game wrap-up. And what I gotta say about this deck is this is probably the most fun I've had with any of the clans so far. The way that this deck fills the graveyard for use and reuse is really strong. This deck will be pretty weak against a lot of exile effects or a lot of graveyard hate, but this deck is really fun. If you're going up against like a lot of like removal heavy decks, this deck is actually pretty good because you have a lot of resilience in the form of all of your renew creatures and in the form of back for seconds and awaken the honored dead. Another really great thing about this deck is the fact that it's so versatile that you can eliminate so many very problematic permanents. A thing that not a lot of decks have is that a lot of decks don't really target the enchantments, the artifacts, all of the non-creature threats that a lot of the white X decks are really employing right now. So having access to cards like Tear Asunder, Awaken, Fangkeeper's Familiar, things like that is really good for a deck like this. As far as MVPs, I really got to say, Awaken the Honored Dead is really great just because of its versatility. See, Lasted Prowler is actually a very key component of this deck. Because of the fact that it will mill cards for you, filling your graveyard with renew creatures and with lands, so that you can then use the renew part of it later to make Kotis really big, is a really, really strong synergy. I would like it a whole lot. Another MVP for the deck is absolutely Qarsi Revenant. There's a reason this is in here as a 4 of. This card is really, really good. The fact that it has Death Touch, Flying, and Lifelink, and then it can pass those traits on to another creature later on, really makes this deck really, really good. And the thing that you need to consider with a lot of decks that you're building right now is, can it pass the red test? Meaning, will it just fold to an aggressive start from a red deck? And this deck doesn't. This deck does not fold to that, because you have a lot of really decent removal. You have Nowhere to Run, you have Awaken, you have the Death Touch from Qarsi Revenant, you have all the other creatures in the deck that will put up a good defense against a red deck. And the fact that you also have a lot of life gain in the deck too. You have life gain in the form of Qarsi Revenant, you have life gain in the form of Fangkeeper's Familiar, and you have life gain in the form of Lotuslight Dancers. Also, in the mana base, we are running, where is it at? Where is it? Restless Cottage. We're running 2 copies of Restless Cottage, and when this attacks, it can create a food token that you can sacrifice for life as well. So like, there's a lot of really solid options in this deck, and that's probably what I like most about this deck, is the fact that you have a ton of options with it. All the cards in this deck are very versatile, so I'm really, really enjoying this deck, and probably this is going to be one of my main like everyday decks to play, just because it has game against so many different decks in the format. So there you go. That's my deck. That's how I'm feeling about it right now, and I think I'm going to go and play some more games with this right now. So if you like what you saw, if you want to play it yourself, I will leave a deck list in the description box down below, so you can try it out yourself, maybe iterate on it a little bit further too, maybe try and make it your own. So until next time, take care of yourselves.